You could still see the trail in the sky there, the cloud, that white linear cloud line, wondering where they're going. Where would you go if you could go on a jet plane somewhere? I would be heading to Bora Bora right now if I could even get away anywhere at all. But hey, Tim Hortons has something amazing. I often will get an apple fritter when I go out on a road trip. So just a couple times a year, I like to treat myself to one. And this apple fritter is the next level. It is the deluxe. It has got Dolce caramel in it, or I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but chocolate on top, sugared sprinkles. Oh my God, it is filled with caramel. It is like apple fritters on steroids. It is an amazing creation. I love it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, it's stepping up the game at Tim Hortons. I would give it like absolutely like an 8, truly. So, I mean, but comparing to what they normally have, it's like a 10 there. But if I'm going to compare it to some of the other good treats that I've experienced over the years, I would give it about that. But it is awesome, absolutely awesome. Heating it up in the sun is amazing. And 2 male turkeys just crossed my path. They're called Jakes. They got into this bush here. So by the time I had opened up the app, I was trying to get a live done, and I missed the opportunity to have them. And it was wonderful to see. I should have just jumped out. My phone memory's full, so I couldn't put it on video. So I literally got a new phone that's coming in. This is an Android. I love my Android. Let me know if you're an Android or are you an iPhone user. I like my Android. I've had an iPhone before. My kids all have iPhones. I didn't care for the iPhone and some of the things I felt went along with it. So I love my Android for that. But got an iPhone in the mail because the voice recording quality on this isn't what it should be. I have a microphone set coming in with it for both phones so that they'll have high quality voice recording for you when we're doing lives. But just hope that you do stick with me and just let me know where you're watching from. This is South Glengarry, Ontario area. I mean, the crickets and the birds, can you hear all this? Are just alive in the fields, and it's the middle of the day. The frogs, you can just hear everything. It's so vibrant. Such an incredible warm spring day, fall day coming into fall. And the flowers, I was going to say, remind me of spring flowers. When you get that first smell of fresh flowers and you know spring is here, there's a different whole set of fall flowers that comes along here in Ontario. Let me know if you have different weather zones, if you have the 4 seasons or not. But the fall flowers are magnificent to smell. So thanks for sticking in. Hope you enjoyed knowing that I found a new little bit of a road trip delight. It's kind of tradition when we go on a road trip here. A little bit of Tim Hortons. We call them Timmy's. They've popped up all across Canada, and I think it's now in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. If y'all are watching from the States, let me know. Do you have a Tim Hortons in the United States? I know Dunkin' Donuts and a bunch of other franchises, Krispy Kreme donuts. Woo! I actually owned shares in Krispy Kreme donuts at one point, are all fabulous. But this, oh my word, almost dropped it. Thank God for the box. And any hoodles, it is amazing. I was just trying to get it out of there. Oh, this is my box. Show you how incredible this looks. Look at that. 2-second rule. I love I don't have a napkin, just use my shoulder. Country bumpkin. Not good manners, sorry, but I do have napkins inside and I'll just fix that up. But basically it's the sugar crystals that are on my lips. But totally enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying your day. It's the small little things that count. I've been having quite a struggle for a little while. The last, I'll say 2 straight years, I've just had a lot of things happening. And just sort of on the other side of the rebounding of feeling like that there is hope and a better day and the light is coming tomorrow. And we all have to always think positive. There's so many things we can do, especially with the beauty of the internet right now. You can look up holistic practices. You can look up You can look up Tai Chi. You can look up different traditional things that the monks do wake up in the monastery to keep healthy, what their exercise habits are, just different things to learn off the grid, to learn how to container garden, whether it's in your home, hanging planters, just simply by putting, hooks with the butterfly hook in it so they don't fall out of your ceiling if it's drywall you're putting it into. Having a plant stand in front of windows, on a window shelf, putting a shelf in front of a window, simply, growing parsley and sage and oregano and different things that are so useful and beneficial to your health right indoors. And then if you can get some gardening, like your vegetables and cucumbers, my garden's gone wild with weeds. I have to see what's surviving under it. Don't know when I'll get that done. However, when I do, I'll share that with you, but might harvest my red basil today, my sage, the chamomile's pretty much done, but I do a lot of gardening, homesteading, and use that for bath teas, for resin art, for all kinds of things. Pressing the dry flowers onto beeswax candles and gifting those, making sage bundles to smudge ourselves in our homes. There's so many great things you can do and live more healthy and holistically once you start to introduce into your system. My Dermafusion patch, that's my DFT. It is Dermafusion technology. I lifted it off when I pulled my t-shirt up more than 100 times today, getting sun on my arms through the car window. But yeah, my truck. Janique was insulted if I said a car. I drive a nice black Dodge Ram. She would be a little insulted because I just called her a car. I haven't done that in a long time. However, Fusion technology, though, this patch actually infuses plant-based vitamins into my skin, into the bloodstream directly, bypassing my gastric system. I've had a lot of stomach surgeries. I've had a lot of surgeries, period. Unbelievable health history I'm going to share. I'm actually finishing up a book. It's going to be really exciting to get it out there. Can't wait to share it with you. People will think it's unbelievable, a lot of it, but it's not. It's all true life. It's all what happened to me as I've grown up in these 53 years. But yeah, these Dermafusion patches are absolutely incredible. They give you just energy. And, I used to have from Tim Hortons, when I was a registered nurse, we'd stop and I'd get at least 2 to 3 extra large, which are coffees like this huge, right? They're what, like or 5 coffees in one. I don't know what the equivalent is. And go into the night any shift with them, and that's what kind of got us through. And then Red Bull and all these 5-hour energy drinks came into the scene, and just all kinds of stuff has influxed the market. But if you can just stay away from anything that has that exuberant amount of caffeines or unhealthy sugars, and there's dyes in a lot of those drinks, and if you can go to something that's, there's a bunch of yellow butterflies flittering in the wind. There's like 3 of them playfully dancing above purple flowers over here. If you can go to something more natural, the butterflies are just dancing in those flowers right there, and get away from coffee and energy drinks and still wake up energized by simply taking a daily vitamin and wearing a Dermafusion patch. And I like to have my protein shake as well. I take a capsule at night that's all plant-based called Balance, and it helps detoxify and cleanse the bowel, and all of it has built my immune system up to help me get to where I am and feel as healthy as I am. And I have a lot of, like I say, health challenges, but definitely I thank my angels and everyone above for my thrive and for the new apple fritter deluxe. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Let me know what the sun's like where you are, what the temperature's like. I don't know the temperature today. I'd have to look that up, but it must be like 24 or 26 or something. I don't know, which is just fabulous. So bring on the sunshine. Peace. Hope you have a fabulous day. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.